Hello and welcome to Lakerland, where you hear some thoughts from some Laker fans. I am Christian. Alongside of me is my left-hand man, Matt. What it do?
Well, it's great to be here.
Of course, every day, man. We back at it. It feels like we're knocking like 3 a week at this point, bro.
Nah, facts. It's active.
It's that time of the year. Yeah, I said it earlier. I said off season is sometimes my favorite part of the year, and especially since it's condensed this year, it's like, bro, it's day to day. The Woj updates, the Shams updates, they keep hitting.
Oh, dear. Bro, I mean, we predicted this. Like, we knew the NBA was going to shake up after this year because, there was just a lot that just needed to be done. So, in motion, but, can't forget.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Let's real quick. You know what I mean? I got my new sweater in the mail.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I'm just stretching a
Little
little
step
bit.
trip. That's all.
Champions. Okay. All right. Champion mode. Yeah. Like I said, we gonna talk our talk until the ball's in our air in the air next season. But honestly, I'll probably still be talking a little
I'm still talking
hot.
about all season,
Yeah.
bro. It's chip drip all year long until there's a new champion, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be the next champion. So,
Yeah. I
get
wonder
used
if
to it
like
next year, at least.
I know Lids does like they can add on hats. That's how I got the Forever Mamba thing right over here. I wonder if I could do like 20 and then maybe a comma and then 21. You think that's a possibility?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Liz is sci-fi with the customization, so.
I don't know, man, but maybe I'll just buy a new hoodie because when next year comes and we win again, sometimes you just got cash out like
Yeah,
that. You know what I
exactly.
mean? But let's talk about it, man. Let's not get too much into the future because there's a lot going on right now at this very moment, man. I actually just got an update on my phone. We're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna talk about all the NBA rumors, the trade rumors, the trades that already happened, and I also want to get into a little conversation later on about Laker fans specifically, and the conversation is: are Laker fans toxic? We'll get into that a little later. For now, let's talk about it, man. We got a bunch of things going down. Should we get to the trades that already happened, or should we get into the Rocket situation?
We can get into the Rockets because it's not gonna be much to really say about the Rockets because there's nothing we can really say already. They're gonna implode, but it's a tricky situation for them though because you got two guys and two stars who it's obvious they want out, but it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? They could end up wearing a Rockets jersey as soon as the season starts, so
It's
not up
it's
to
a
them.
crazy situation, man, because I don't know, maybe you remember a time. I don't think I ever remembered a time, I mean, besides the PG situation, but I don't know if you requested a trade where we have superstars. These are two superstars, MVP winners that are
Exactly.
requesting trades with multiple years on their contract. So before, you can say absolutely that, I want to go to the Nets. The difference is next season you're not a free agent and can just go to the Nets anyways. You're locked in. You signed a contract, a legal document that basically states you have to fulfill it, unless obviously they get bought out, which you're not doing. So many teams are gonna want teams might not want to take a chance and give away a whole bunch of assets for a 1 year rental. We saw Raptors do it successfully. We saw Thunder do it successfully in the fact that they were able to keep Paul George longer. It's only another year, but they kept him longer. In a case like this, teams might be willing to throw in, everything they got, the kitchen sink and the fridge in itself, for 3 years of James Harden.
I mean, some teams I could see being that desperate. I wish I could say the same for my man Russ. Happy belated birthday. But because a lot of, what I'm saying, a lot of teams can use Harden. I just feel like he's in his prime right now. And getting the 3 years of Harden right now is just going to be very valuable to a lot of teams. I don't really know how realistic this Brooklyn aspect is looking. I mean, it seems like that's where he wants to go. But how realistic is that trade really going to be?
It sounds, great. Brooklyn gets Harden. It sounds real, fantasy land perfect. But on paper, man, I'll be really surprised. And like I said, Rockets, I'm sorry, man. I would feel some type of way from the Rockets. I know the whole idea of you want to do your players right because you want teams, you want to be an attractive team in the future. But I would also feel some type of way. And of course, you want to do the player right. You're doing the player right by getting them out of there. He wants out. Go ahead. You're good to go. But I got to be in the best interest of my franchise.
Right.
So if you think I'm going to take – and don't get me wrong, I love Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, forgot the other bull, Jared Allen. But if you put that on the table, I promise you that offer can be beat. So you got to go to the highest bidder. And I don't know who that's going to be. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to see. Bro, it could get interesting. I think every
active.
Milwaukee, and we'll get into the Milwaukee trade, but I want to be honest. 80% of the NBA, 80% of the NBA teams should be shooting for James Harden. I would expect an offer from 80% of the teams, from the Denver Nuggets to the Portland Trail Blazers to the Phoenix Suns already did their moves, so probably not them, but the Atlanta Hawks. From literally top to bottom, good and bad, you should get an offer from just a shot in the dark because you might be able to beat a Spencer Dinwiddie trade package.
Yeah, not for real.
You know how tight Spencer's
going to – a lot of talks, too. There's a lot of people talking to them. That's exactly why they're like, I don't know about Brooklyn. James Harden is the only one talking about Brooklyn, not the Rockets.
Spencer Dinwiddie been dying to be in trade talks for years now. And he's going to be so upset when he realizes the package ain't good enough. This is the moment Spencer Dinwiddie been waiting for.
Exactly. I know he's looking at Houston real estate speak, packing his things, thinking that it's lit. He's going to be very much heartbroken. I'm telling you that right now.
Bro, Spencer Dinwiddie is trying to recruit Harden to come to the Nets, knowing his ass won't be there. I don't know. He might have maybe he called things out with Fabio, and he's like, yo, we can make something happen. I know you like Lil Baby, but the drill scene is kind of hot right now. We'll see, though, bro.
It's not looking good for Spencer right now, bro.
We will see. I don't know. Maybe the Nets pull it off and give out, records amount of picks. But it's a matter of time. Maybe it even breaks within this podcast. But for now, let's talk about on the other side of Houston, Russell Westbrook.
Possible.
Do you think Russell Westbrook – it's crazy because, I just said 2 MVPs, years worth of their contracts, but it seems like Russell Westbrook is getting no buzz at all. And not positive buzz, at least if it is.
I mean, bro, it's just a tough predicament to be in for Westbrook, bro. Because, the market is, it's not even that – I mean, it's popping right now, but for superstars, Harden, I feel like it's an exemption because, it's James Harden. Russell Westbrook, he's a superstar, but he's already got kind of bounced around a little bit. And I don't know if teams is willing to take that on, especially his contract and, just adding to whatever roster they already have. I could see teams who have nothing to lose. There's only, 2 teams that have, nothing to lose who's on the market for Westbrook right now. So, I mean, it makes sense for them, but it's does Westbrook want to go there? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a disaster situation. I don't really see him going to a team that has nothing, no type of shot in the playoffs. I don't see him wanting to go there, but that seems like his only option if he wants out of Houston.
Yeah, it's like I said, years on his contract's not about what he wants or they want. They want the trade, right? So if they're gonna get what they want, they might not be in the right spot. You know what I mean?
How could it be that bad, bro?
I don't know. And my big problem with it, and I'm thinking about it crazy now too, because Russell Westbrook is the whole reason why this is going downhill. If Russell Westbrook never asked for a trade, then Harden.
Nah, I mean that was just the order of events that got reported, but I'm not gonna necessarily say he was the domino that started it first, because it could be. I heard that Harden was saying this year was his last chance, that was his window for winning it in Houston. So James Harden probably felt like that since they got out the playoffs.
Or he should have never signed a 5-year deal, supermax deal. Did decline a $50 million. I don't want to throw that under the rug. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, I seen a headline today, and it said the New York Knicks, the Knickerbockers, the Knicks are hesitant to trade for Russell Westbrook.
No way you read that headline, bro.
I think it was from Mark Stein, bro. Yes, I did.
That's actually type crazy because I was about to say, like, Houston's pretty much becoming, like, the Knicks of the Western Conference. And, like, I thought, if there's going to be one team, it would probably be – that's open arms, it would probably be New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that, it's, like, crazy because it's, like, what really has to lose? Like, that's kind of bold for them to say.
I know, man. This is going to be fun. I don't know how it's going to go down. There was actually just reports, I don't know if you've seen it, that came out maybe like 15 minutes before we got on, that said there might be a Wizards-Rockets trade for a swap of Wall and Westbrook. But Houston Rockets wanted more assets. They said Wall wasn't enough.
Oh, for sure. If you're going to trade for Westbrook, you got to get some heat back, bro. No matter what, because when you
I don't think nobody's getting heat back. And I'm going to be honest, especially in the Wizards team, I think Wall is not only a better fit, but I think he might – I can't say he's a better player. He is a better fit for that Wizards team, I believe.
I think so, too.
I never seen a lose-lose trade like that in my life, bro. That is awful.
No, the best fit I see is New York Knicks, bro, just for him just to go crazy, you know what I'm saying, no consequences, because I could see it already going to a team that has something to lose, and you know what I'm saying, it's self-destruction, and everybody's just looking at Russ like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is gonna be fun. We still got a few days. Hopefully it goes down, man. I'm tired. We're so selfish sometimes. I'm already tired of the talk. I just want to see it happen. Like season only starts and training camp, bro. Training camp is in 13 days.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
And these players do not know where they're going to be, where they're gonna have to pack everything up.
I wonder how many people already have their shit packed just in case, bro.
Oh man, as Future would say, it's a crazy world we live in. But it is what it is. Things are good on Lakers side. I'm not going to lie. But let's keep on talking because maybe things ain't too good on Lakers side. We've seen the Bucks, doing a lot of moves. We've seen them go for Drew Holiday, gave up 3 picks, Eric Bledsoe, Dante DiVincenzo. Oh, man, I'm just realizing Caruso is going to have to see his rival for the next, he's going to have to see him 4 times this year, I believe. White Dante is.
Oh, yeah. Dante.
Him and Caruso. I don't know, man. But, they gave up White Dante. They gave up Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and then 3 picks, man. And pick swaps on top of that for Drew Holiday. I like Drew. I really like Drew.
Yeah.
But Christ.
Yeah. What do the Bucks think that they're missing? If you're the Bucks, what do you think that you're missing?
I would say you're probably missing, in all reality, I'm not going to say a 3rd star, but I don't know if Middleton can be your 2nd best player on a winning team. And if so, maybe you need a better 3 and 4th player. And that might be what they just got. Drew Holiday is a great 3rd option. Bogdan Bogdanovic from the Sacramento Kings is a great 4th option. They traded forgot exactly what they traded for that. That wasn't as big of a deal. I want to pull it up just so I'm right because Bogdan was an expiring contract. But what do you think about that, bro? 2 big moves.
It was a sign-in trade. But yeah, that's 2 big moves for the Bucks. Do I look at them any different? Not really, because I just feel like they've pretty much prepped themselves for the evolving East because it's getting a little beastie over there as the day goes on. So, they're giving them a better chance to move up in the playoffs. Is it giving them a better chance against us? Because we're still building up too. I'm not too sure about that one.
Yeah, and I just re-looked at it real quick. I got the Dante DiVincenzo trade mixed up. He was in this trade, so he's going to the Kings. Either way, now he's in our division. Caruso, man, eat your Wheaties. We got to see him 4 times a year. I believe in you, but your rivals, he's coming for your neck. But yeah, he was the big person going to Kings along with like Ilyasova and some scrub. But yeah, man, I really like the Bucks move. The problem with this move is, and I love it when any team gives up picks beside the Lakers. All of a sudden, it's they're just picks. They're gonna be late picks. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. When the Lakers gave up 3 picks, keep in mind, same amount of picks as the Bucks. It was, oh my God, they're trading away their whole future. They're gonna have no picks, no young kids, just a 27-year-old Anthony Davis who might be an MVP and give you 4 rings. They just have him. Like, shut up, stupid. Yeah, the thing is with that, if Giannis is gone after this year, because if the Bucks don't win or go to the finals this year, when will you go? Is the question.
And it's going to be the hardest year for them to do that too, because look at the East. Now the Nets is coming up. The Celtics is still the Celtics life for them. So, I mean, we'll see. I see Giannis moving in the future. He's not gonna stay there, bro, because I don't see them getting to the finals. They're not gonna get past KD. They're not gonna get past Toronto if they get another piece. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that happening.
And that's the thing, bro. And that's why I'm just saying, if that's the case, if Giannis leaves, those picks became a lot more valuable because there's a difference between having a pick of a Milwaukee Bucks team with Giannis that has had maybe not the best record in the league 2 times in a row, but at least the top 3 record teams 2 times in a row, maybe even 3, compared to a Giannis-less Bucks team that maybe not even in the playoffs.
Yep, no picks.
So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a rough one if Bucks. I respect it though. You know what I mean? You got to be aggressive. You got to fight. This is your chance. I don't know when. When's the next chance Milwaukee is going to get a chance at winning a ring?
Bro, they're fighting for their life right now, bro.
Yes. So is I guess it's time. So is Kyle Kuzma.
Hey.
So is Kyle Kuzma. Oh, I want to talk about one more trade before we go into this one. Robert Covington traded to the Portland Trail Blazers for Trevor Ariza and 2 picks. As soon as, the Harden Westbrook thing went down, I hit you up, bro. I was like, yo, if the Rockets are imploding, can we get Robert Covington in, a little thrift shop? Maybe we can, throw him a Kyle Kuzma, throw him a few ancillaries, a little JaVale McGee, a little Quinn Cook just to make salaries work. But the money of it being Kyle Kuzma, bring him to Houston, let Kyle Kuzma at least, bring Winnie, make her meet Meg. Maybe it's conflict, maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. But it could be something, a young player. But as quick as I thought that, 2 hours later, Robert Covington was shipped off. So how you feel about that, Blazers?
That John hurt, not gonna lie, because when that idea came to mind, it's just sound like that's the type of player we need, bro. Like, he's a real 3-and-D player. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to replace Danny Green with something, that's the ultimate replacement. So I feel like, got my hopes up, and, I mean, that's what happens. Players are getting snatched up. The valuable ones, people know who the valuable players are. My thing is some of these trades are just very bizarre to me, right? Because I know the Rockets had to have gotten a better offer than Trevor Ariza. Well, there's no way.
The real money of that trade was the picks, and that's what we're seeing. A lot of players are going for a lot of picks. So I don't know if this is just a new – every offseason has certain trends. We saw off seasons where the CBA just went up, so every player was getting paid, whether it was Isle Porter, Timothy Mozgov, Luol Deng. We dealt with the bad end of that a few times. But this is just the offseason, it seems like, for, hey, we want to go all in. Maybe it's because, the NBA is as wide open as it ever been. at least in theory, I think Lakers went in 5. You know, every team in 5. I'm just confident, but we'll see. I think they know, man. It's not like when the Warriors were on top, and you know, as much as I would like to be Lakers right now, at least aren't no Warriors because we don't have 3 great, you know, 4 all-star players, so that balance is a little less.
I'm surprised I haven't heard no Warriors news yet.
Not yet, right?
Yeah.
You know what news I haven't heard either that I really been thinking about? Clippers? Nothing?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Nothing from the Clippers. I think they're struggling right now, but they don't know what to do, and I don't think they're as attractive as they used to be. So
every team is getting – and you know what? Let me not even, like, bring it to the air because next thing I know, Jerry West is going to make a freaking crazy – I don't know, make something crazy happen. We're talking about the guy that got Durant onto the Warriors. But every team's getting better, man.
right.
Every team is getting better. And if the Clippers – they have an opportunity to get worse. I don't think they can keep both Marcus and Montrezl Harrell. So you might lose your 6th man of the year. And even if you keep Marcus, if you lose Marcus, then first of all, you gave up assets, you gave up picks, and you gave up Mo Harkless for somebody that was a solid 4-month rental, you know. But
and bad one at that. Very bad rental.
Yeah, didn't help them out much. At least every game I saw. Definitely not against the Lakers. I think he might have had a combined 5 points in all 2-3 games he played. But you know what? You know what that sounds like, bro? Realistically, that sounds like not our problem. So whatever. Go spend $10 million on Rondo. Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm saying go ahead. That's cool.
You know, if you know he goes there, we'll talk about that conversation on a different day. Also,
he's gonna go there talking about his Lakers experience, bro, flexing his ring all them. They gonna hate Rondo, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, hey, this is I got one with the Lakers, and then I got one with their true rival too, the Celtics.
The Celtics.
The real rival, and then now I'm here because y'all paid me.
Because y'all paid me, so I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
But whatever, man. I'm cooling. I'm really cooling. I'm very interested, and we'll find out in the next few days, you know, who's opting in, who's opting out. I honestly think, and I thought about it because all great thoughts, and I would stick to this, especially as somebody who makes music, all great thoughts comes in the shower. So I was thinking in the shower that we haven't made a trade yet. And the reason why I think we might be keeping on to this guy, Kyle Kuzma, who we're about to dive into in 3 minutes, is because we haven't had JaVale McGee opt in yet. Once he opts in, that's $4 million. Quinn Cook, that's $2 million. Kyle Kuzma, $3 million. Now we got $12 million to get somebody we want, or like $13 million to get somebody we want. So
that's a good point.
I think that's what it's going to come down to. Mm-hmm. But maybe we keep Kyle Kuzma. He just tweeted out that he's tired of all the talk. He feels like he's gonna prove everybody wrong. And I went to go find the tweet for the show, and his Twitter was deactivated.
Yeah, I mean, see, now this is why I don't understand Kyle Kuzma, right? Because he's the type to go on Twitter or whatever his social media preference is and say something like, oh, you shouldn't let this type of stuff affect you, blah, 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 tunnel vision, and set himself up by saying, all right, because first of all, we know you're paying attention to all the comments, so, you know what I'm saying, obviously you got something to say. They're going to get on Twitter talking about something. All right, y'all talking crazy on my name, trying to prove y'all wrong, right? That's cool. Like, I respect that. Like, all right, that's cool. Let's see some coos, right? Then boy deactivates his Twitter. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, this man really isn't as stable as people may seem. Like, I feel like it's so easy to get into this guy's head. And, like, easily, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We both seen the same video. We know how it gets. Like, it's so easy to get into this man's head. And it's ridiculous. Like, it's almost like girlish in a way. But I mean, I guess he's not the only Laker who's felt this way, and that's the thing. Like, I've seen clips with DG. He was had the time he was going through. He might have deactivated his whatever, or
He
I don't know,
definitely
put
went on a
limitations
blocking
on or
spree.
something. Yeah, like they be going through it sometimes, and like I guess I understand, but you gotta understand what it comes with. You know what I'm saying? You put on Lakers jersey, like you know how crazy this fan base is, and how crazy like the whole culture is. You can't get heartbroken over a couple of jokes when you're playing ass. Like, what do you expect?
So this is where I want to get into our main conversation for the day, because I thought about this conversation before, but I feel like right now is a good time with this situation going on, and also I'm not gonna say I have an interesting take on it, but I don't know. I feel like it needs to be talked about. And you know, we're in this category. Are Laker fans toxic? Are we just, I'm not going to say bad fans, but, you know, are we bad fans?
I'm not gonna say generally, bro. I'm not gonna say the whole like the culture is definitely not like that because, um, I mean, there's some people who are considered like let me tell you what a toxic Laker fan is, right? Toxic Laker fan were the fans that said, you know what, I'm having a hard time running the Lakers or rooting for the Lakers because LeBron James is on the team, right? Those are kind of the toxic Laker fans that I would label as, right? But the ones that get on their team for performance, I don't consider that toxic. I consider that sports. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a little girl. It's sports. You're going to have fans and spectators who have a lot to say, right? I think you should take it as motivation because we want you to do better. You know what I'm saying? We're going to embrace you when you do good. But when you do bad, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to let you know. We don't want to let you get comfortable because we want to succeed. Like, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, as a Lakers fan, you're going to get voices from other people, from other teams who just hate the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of opposers who just have a lot of trash talk to say. You got to be ready for trash talk. It's sports. Like, stop being a little girl. Stop acting like this is the first time you had people talk trash to you or whatever the case is. And stop acting like you don't know what social media is. Why are you deactivating your account now? Like,
Yeah.
you could put your phone down. My thing is, you could put your phone down, and it's like you're pretty much telling everybody you have a problem staying away from the app to the point where you have to deactivate the whole thing. And if you have to do that, then that's cool. Do what you gotta do. Focus on your ball. Hope that's what he had to do to get right, and I have no problem with that. But my problem is when you keep having these comments and just making yourself look bad. Like, now you just look like a mental liability. Like, no offense, but like when other teams come and play us, a lot of players know they can get in your head and they take advantage of you easily. Porter Jr., Tyler Hero, and these are all in the playoffs. That's a problem. And this is from like social media stuff too, is what I'm talking about. So
You you going for 80 today, bro? What's going on?
that type stuff.
Let me just say, bro, and you know, as a Laker fan, I think it's shooting better right now than Danny Green did all season. But hey, that's just me being toxic. That's just me being toxic. Listen, I mean, bro, you said a lot of my points, so like I guess I gotta erase them all in my head. But to kind of just tack on to what you said, really, is listen, we're fans, bro. We're passionate about this. Is there a toxic level to it? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes people do too much. It's the social media age. So in general, people do too much for everything. That's kind of what they do, and you can't read. There's no body language to be read on Twitter. There's no tone of voice to be read on Twitter or Instagram or whatever social media platform, really. So we can be, you know, joking our asses off. Like Kyle Kuzma was giving out PS5s, and I jokingly said, you know, I tweeted at him, and I was like, look at Kyle Kuzma trying to get back all his fans, LOL. But I'll take one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just you can't really read all the tone in it, and that can eat you up alive if you let it, of course. At the same time, it's easy for me to say, don't let that eat you alive. Stay strong, mentally prepare yourself. At the same time, I don't have 5 million people in my mentions going crazy saying you suck, you can't dribble a basketball, your hair is nasty. You know what I mean? Like I don't have that happen to me, so it's easy for me to say that to another person for sure. But where I go into it is, first of all, you can't you left the lane open for that. If you want to be real, you turned the ball over, and now you gave the team a fast break. So, but my problem with Laker fans sometimes and at a point is everybody who commented under that post, they weren't saying that's right, let's prove them wrong, let's go out win another chip, blah blah blah. They said you gonna prove them wrong in OKC. They said you suck. I hope you get traded. They said, LOL, you're trash. Like, they said, where's my PS5? Like, it's screwed up for sure. And I just –
if that's what the app is for, bro.
Yeah, I know. But if we're really Laker fans, you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing Laker fans in their profile picture, and a little picture this big. I see a 2-4. I see a Lakers jersey. I see LeBron James in their profile pictures. If we're really Laker fans, we should be rooting for our players and not wanting to see them – we shouldn't – I'm not going to say encourage their downfall, but, kind of just bash them on their downfall, try to pick them up a little bit. So, yeah, you had that. But at the same time, man, it comes with the territory of being a celebrity. It comes with the territory of being an athlete.
Yeah, my thing is, if you can't take the spotlight, just say that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take the spotlight, then just get out the spotlight. Like, all right, if you can't take it here, I'm pretty sure LeBron James, like, he deals with that on a daily basis. That's his life. Like, he plays good and still wakes up with death threats and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have tougher skin than that if you want to play in Lakers gold.
That was also a thing earlier. You know what I mean? Danny Green getting death threats because he missed that three-pointer.
So what?
That's not taking it too far, bro.
So, like I said, bro, LeBron James wakes up, has coffee, and checks his phone to mad death threats. It's regular. Come on, son. You live in LA. You're a celebrity. You play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and you're a starter for the Los Angeles Lakers, not to mention Danny Green. So stop acting like this whole spotlight celebrity thing isn't. You know what I'm saying? If it's not for you, then that's cool. Don't play it. That's it. I mean, he's gone anyway, but that message is really for Kuzma. And then I also want to just mention that I could understand how it could be kind of overwhelming for them because Lakers fans tend to be very talented and intelligent people. So the memes be exquisite. The jokes be here. You know what I'm saying? So it hits different from Lakers fans, and it comes from all types of angles. So I can understand. But like I said, you got to understand when you come to this team in the same way you're excited to put on the jersey and play under the lights. All that lights come with a little heat. That's what it is.
That is true, bro. I mean, you got some valid points. I do feel like there's a thing of taking it too far, but at the same time, there are good and bad apples under every tree. As you know, you might have got a few death threats, and that's real unfortunate. And that sounds super effed up. I'm not gonna curse, but it sounds super effed up.
Be coming from 12-year-olds, bro. Like, why are you even taking it seriously? It's the internet. It's Twitter. You know what it is. If you don't mess with the app, then get off the app.
But I hate people, and maybe Danny Green's feed was looking a little different. But I hate people that would see 18 compliments or 200 compliments, and then they comment on the 2 bad ones. You know what I mean? It's you're picking.
They feed, and that's what it shows. You're feeding into the negativity, and it's like you don't have to. A lot of these comments aren't even real life comments. A lot of them are bot comments. A lot of them are just like, it's just whatever. Like, media is all about trends. It's whatever's trending is just gonna. I know that as a grown man who plays basketball, I'm pretty sure they teach that when you come into your rookie year and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's like a whole setup they got going on, media training and all that. I don't know. I guess it's hard to media train people.
Yeah, at the same time, bro, you can't be you can't really be.
You think LeBron's
See, no, but see, the thing is, bro, like Kuzma and some of these players sometimes invite it. You can't you're setting yourself up for failure, bro. It's the internet. The internet is going
If
to
you're gonna play into it, don't
does.
act surprised. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna
Yeah.
play into it, if you're gonna play that game, you was on Twitter posting your achievement of being the most engaged athlete on social media, right? That was your flex, right? And now now it's all bad. Now it's all I gotta get out of here. It's toxic. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. What side are you on? You mess with the fans and social media. You here for the jokes. You here for whatever. Because you could flip it on your side if you play it right. But now he's playing it completely wrong. Your fan base is depleting now because you just don't. You know what I'm saying? The engagement is not there. So, I mean, he needs to figure that out himself. I don't know who his agent is. He needs to talk to him. What's ball name on Clutch? Rich Porter. He needs to talk
Rich
to Ball.
Paul.
Rich Paul. I said Rich Porter. Rich Paul, he needs to, you know what I'm saying, holla out Ball over there and figure out what's going on. I feel like LeBron don't really be talking to him that crazy. That's probably another reason why he needs to bounce, bro. I don't think the chemistry is like that with Kuz. I don't think it's like that, bro. If it was 80 going through this, they would have had it figured out ASAP.
So you kind of touched on it earlier, bro. We get on you for the poor performances, but I'm telling you right now, if Danny Green would have hit that 3-point shot, even if he would have freaking got a little closer, if it would have rimmed out, I promise you, if he would have made the shot in itself, you would never see Danny Green slander. All that would be erased. You're talking about a guy who just, I'm not going to say won us the championship, but he did the thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of exempt from slander because of that.
And
Rondo exempt from slander now. You know what I mean? He did what he had to do. The real one is KCP, bro. KCP started off this season, and even his seasons before this, completely awful. I have never, bro, floor KCP is quite possibly the worst player I have seen in NBA history. I have never seen a guy confidently take a game-winning shot to airball it so badly. I have never seen a guy 2 times, maybe even more than that, in one season, airball, layups, completely just blank. I've never seen a guy roll his ankle. Not even. He didn't roll his ankle. Fake an injury just so he can have some type of reason of why he just messed up so badly. Floor KCP was the worst thing I have seen in a Lakers jersey since Danny Green. Oh, wait, that was recent. Since who was before Danny Green? That was awful. Robert Sacre. Perfect. Terrible. And Laker fans were on him, man. I remember when he was balling and he was in jail coming on a work release and he had a bad game. And I seen comments saying, yo, just stay the night. Bro, it was bad. But KCP did the thing. And he came out this season after that little stretch and was a completely different player. So much of the fact he's about to get paid, whether it's from us, whether it's from Atlanta Hawks, whether it's from, I don't know, the Bucks. Who knows? Who cares? He is now exempt from Lakers slander for the rest of his career because he showed out in the NBA Finals, the Conference Finals, the semifinals, the first round, the whole season. So Lakers, I'm going to be real. Lakers hate you when you're doing bad, but we love you when you're doing good. And that's what fans are. Of course, there's going to be, toxic comments thrown from people for, they could either be not fans or they could just be
aren't fans, bro. You got to think about that too.
They can be clout chasing or they can just be toxic, man. They can just be toxic fans who are as many as there are toxic fans, I have genuinely seen a lot of terrible opinions from Laker fans. Sometimes, no matter what you do, you are trash to a certain Laker fan.
Yeah, and those are the toxic fans I'm talking about, bro. Those are toxic fans. But I feel like the ones who just expect you to do good, and when you do bad, they don't let you know about it. You can either use that as motivation or you could bitch about it. So, because I feel like KCP used that as motivation.
And the team rallied behind him. You know what I mean? They said,
Exactly.
don't shut out the noise.
But are they rallying behind Kuz though? Because I don't think I see that. Or Danny Green. I don't really see that like that, bro.
Or DG, right? DG was getting slayed. I don't know.
I don't see nobody really
Honestly,
supporting him like that, bro.
you know what I'm looking at now, bro? Just randomly, and it's screwed up. DG, Kuzma. Who's the agents? Not Rich Paul. KCP. Who's the agent? Rich Paul.
Who?
Rich Paul is KCP's agent.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's AD's agent too, right?
AD. We're talking about Dion.
And that's what I'm
We're
saying.
talking.
Those players, bro, if they had an issue within the organization, it's gonna get figured out regardless. Any issue that they have is gonna get figured out. Kuzma and Danny Green, bro, I feel like they on their own. Like,
It's, it comes with the territory of being a Los Angeles Laker. When you put on that jersey, you should expect, honestly, I'm going to be real with you. You should expect to be hated, whether it's from our squad or other teams. You should expect to be hated. You should expect to be loved. If you do your end of the bargain, we'll do the end of ours. But at the end of the day, sure, we might have our moments. I don't think I can call the Lakers fan base toxic. What I would call us is just passionate. And that's what it comes down to, man. We want to win. And that
this is our expectation, bro. This is really our real life expectations. So what do you really expect from us? Like,
and it's not their fault. It's not the players' fault that Laker fans are accustomed to multiple championships in decades. We're not content with one for a decade. We're not content with we might not be content for two for a decade if you want to be real. We expect championship-like seasons every year. And maybe that's the Laker fans' fault because, that's what the Lakers have blessed us with for every year I was alive, which is only, 22. But it has also been, the kind of expectation of the franchise with the Los Angeles Lakers, 17. And let's keep it real. 18 is on the way. So,
yes, sir.
If you're putting on this jersey come this offseason, if you're going to get traded, Dennis Schroeder, right now, we love you. We're excited. When Kyle Kuzma first got buzzing, we were excited. I'm not going to say don't screw up because that's a little harsh, but do your job. We'll do ours, and you'll be cemented into Laker history. Let's hope it's for the right reasons, but cemented. So, with that being said, bro, I think we hit everything I wanted to hit because I just needed to get that out the way. You know what I mean? Whether it was the Danny Green situation or even the KCP before, I think, if anything, we have shown as a fan base that if you right your wrong, you can never do wrong in our book again. So, Kyle Kuzma, if we do decide to keep you, if we have you next season, go out there, average your 14 points. Shoot, give us 36% from 3-point line. Trash that 32, give us 36, league average. Give us more efficient time when you're out there. I respect your improvement in defense. That's something that we look at and we're like, all right, you're growing. We just want to see that. At the same time, it's kind of screwed up that we have all these expectations for Kyle Kuzma because at the end of the day, he was a 27th pick, I believe, maybe 28th. And we're expecting a lot out of him. But I don't know. Is that screwed up at all, bro? What do you think? We're expecting a lot out of a 28th pick.
No, because he's not a 28th pick anymore. He's an NBA player, and he's been in here for years. And at the same time, it's the same reason why all these teams are putting so much value into these draft picks now is because we see the progressive trend is that these young players are coming ready. You know what I'm saying? You can get them from all over the world now. You know what I'm saying? There's this kid named Chet or something like that. He's like 7'1", almost like a point guard kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And you could look at him and it might not be on nobody's radar. And there's probably like 10 other guys like him in whatever country or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like stock value is definitely like draft value is crazy right now. So
the thing with me with Kuz, man, and then we'll get off is, and part of the reason why I don't want to give him the extension, I wish maybe I would give him an extension, or maybe I would be excited if he could just fulfill his role, and I still haven't seen that. But Kyle Kuzma, he, if not, is already at his peak. He might have even peaked already. The thing with Kuz, bro, is he came into the league at 23 years old. 4 years in college. He was developed. You know what I mean? From there on out, you can learn a few tricks and trades of NBA, the NBA game, the NBA flow, everything in that, get together with, some of the best coaches in the world. But at that point, there's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? That's it. It's not like you're a 19-year-old and you're like, bro, once he figures out his game, he's going to be nice, because there isn't much else to figure out with Kuz. You know what he gives you, you know what he doesn't, and right now is to take it or leave it.
No, I think there is much to figure out for him, for sure. And I feel like he can figure it out himself if he focused, and maybe getting off the social media is going to do that for him, because maybe he's just been too distracted and caught up with his Hollywood stuff too much.
Regardless of the fact, man, and we're getting off right after this one statement, I'm rooting for Kuz. Whether he's in our Laker jersey or not, I am rooting for the kid. Same way I'm rooting for Lonzo, same way I'm rooting for B.I., Josh Hart. I know you can't get off of Twitter because you see another Lakers moves and you're just in the comments, and I get it. It probably hurts, I would imagine. But I'm rooting for you too. I want all these people to have successful careers. Jordan Clarkson, years later, I'm still rooting for him. I'm so glad he's found his role. I'm rooting for everybody, Julius Randle, D'Lo. I'm rooting for all you guys, everybody except Zubac because he's on the Clippers, and I never was the biggest fan of him. And Danny Green. I'm still not rooting for you, Danny Green. I've seen enough.
It's going to be jokes when we play him or whatever team he's on. He's splashing like 7 threes in a game.
Bro, we talked about it off air. Danny Green is going to get traded to the Warriors, and he's going to freaking start becoming – oh, you know what, bro? What time we at? Let me see what time we at. 46 minutes. 46 minutes, right? Because I don't know if it's going to happen. The OKC CP3 trade and the OKC R trade is not finalized yet. We've been having this conversation in the text messages, Matthew.
Oh, no, you can't end the show. Oh, man.
I'm on the camp of let's make it a 3-way trade. Let's ship off Kuz. I know we just had like a little Kuz appreciation moment at the end. Sorry, Kuz.
You can't just add this part now, bro.
I'm trading Kuz again. I'm doing it. I'm sorry. And I'm trying to get the man himself, Tsunami Papi. Let's get Kelly Oubre, bro. Come on. I want him on the team. I want Kelly. I really want Kelly Oubre.
I could see that. I mean, he's a highlight. You know what I'm saying? He could dunk all that. That's cool. But I'm taking Kuz over him any day.
I would not. I don't think I can. I know you had the argument in the text that he was on, a bum Suns team, which I get, bro. But
what does he do though? Like, what does he do? What is his thing that he could bring to our team? What is it?
One, he's more athletic than Kuz. He's a better defender than Kuz. He's a better shooter than Kuz, and he has more game.
Than Kuz. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not a better shooter than Kuz. You're drunk.
He's a better shooter than Kuz.
He's not no better shooter than Kuz.
Kuzma has been below league average ever since his rookie year.
So what, bro? Kuz's skill set, that's like saying Kobe's percentage or whatever. Nah. Kuz's skill set is very elite for shot making. I've seen him make very tough shots, and he's kind of efficient with that type of shot. So it's all about the shots that he chooses to take. He hasn't figured out exactly how to be efficient yet. But once he does that, then he's like, bro, he's light years ahead of Kelly Oubre. Oubre is pretty much just a couple highlights with dunks. And he can shoot when he's open. He's going to get enough shots because he's on a bum team. If you put him into the role of, all right, we need you to get buckets within this amount of time and blah, blah, blah. We need you to spot up here. It's not going to work, bro. I'm telling you right now, that's not a good pickup. We're not scooping him. God knows better than that. I'd rather keep Kuz for 5 more years. What?
Oh, no. Answer this question, bro. What has Kyle Kuzma done on a good Lakers team?
Sometimes he's very
Sometimes.
capable of carrying the offensive load. All I'm saying, you see it in flashes, but he's capable of doing it.
Bro, you can have the
But
argument that Kelly Oubre has been doing it on trash teams, but the thing is, Kyle Kuzma was doing it on trash teams. He is now on a good team, and he looks lost. He's getting played off the court. He cannot play some of our playoff rotations.
Christmas game against the Clippers when nobody was doing nothing. AD wasn't here with it. LeBron wasn't here with it. Kyle Kuzma had 25. What about that?
Opening day versus the Clippers, Danny Green went crazy. Second leading scorer of the game.
That's opening day, though. I don't even count opening day for nothing. That's the first game of, like, everybody playing together, all that. I'm talking about we played for a couple months now. It's Christmas Day, and we're playing our rivals at the moment, the Clippers. Who showed up for offense? Kyle Kuzma showed up for offense. And I'm not going front, bro. The roster type changed a little bit, and I feel like he's his worst enemy. The roster changed up a little bit. We got Deion Keith, whatever, and I feel like he felt threatened and kind of messed up his confidence a little bit. That's the type of player he is. But when he's confident, he feels like, all right, I can carry this team or I can do what I got to do. He's going to be here. But it's just like the risk of taking that with him, knowing that he's so unstable with his whole mind frame. It's just risky, but I'm willing to take that risk over Kelly Oubre. He's going to get us a couple dunks and some stupid-ass celebrations. I do not want him.
Listen, bro, you're talking – the main problem with Kuzma half the time is his confidence. He was getting so unconfident that he didn't even want to shoot sometimes. I'd rather go with the person who I at least know will remain confident, so confident enough he's willing to change his Twitter name to Tsunami Papi. Who gives themselves that own name, bro? That is confidence. I need that in a Lakers jersey. Come on, bro. You kidding me? You put Kelly Oubre with a Phil Handy. Let him work. Let him do that one little dribble move that Kuzma tries to do in all the videos that Brandon Ingram tried to get out his ass for. And Kuzma lied to us and said, nah, I got handled now. I learned it over the last 3 months. My ass. You did not learn nothing. I don't know what they taught you. Kelly Oubre, come to Lakers.
Bro, the nasty part about the whole Tsunami Papi shit, bro, is the dollar sign in it, bro. only nasty people put the dollar sign in their name.
Travis Scott had the dollar sign in his name.
He had it, and guess what? He leveled up.
Oh man, I don't know about that. We'll see.
Changed it,
bro. I
dollar sign has yet.
Ty Dolla $ign has been dropping mid projects too.
I'm not gonna speak on it, but I'm just saying, bro. Maybe he gets rid of that dollar sign.
Just Ty Dolla, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, but anyways, the problem is I don't see any starting small forwards in the market, and I'm just hoping, I trust Rob. Rob got a trick up his sleeve. He's gonna have a card, and I'm waiting for him to pull it.
Kelly Oubre. I just promise you that, bro. What is that doing for our team, bro? That's such a stupid move. Rob knows better than that. Putting chips on Kelly Oubre. He must be drunk.
Man, I think you're sleeping on Oubre. I had to watch a lot of Oubre games last year because I had him on my fantasy team. So I was rooting for the Bull every time, and he was nice. He's like that.
We cooked him badly, bro. He just dunked on JaVale one time. So what?
Bro, yeah, I saw the highlight. He dunked on JaVale, and he showboated, and they were down 25.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are really weak. It's not easy. That's like saying, bro, honestly, I'd rather Markelle Fultz because he gave us way more competition than Kelly Oubre, bro. Come on now. Think about it.
I just don't know who's going to be our starting three unless we really put like KCP. I'm guessing we resign him.
Talking about a starting spot?
I would take Kelly Oubre. I like Kelly Oubre, bro. I think you sleeping.
All right, well, shout out Lake Show, shout out Nation, you know what I'm saying? Chip drip always.
So, all right, I keep saying before we get off, do you think our starting small forward or, whoever, is the small forward, do you think they're on the team already or was on the team last year, or do you think we acquire one?
I mean, LeBron James, so,
Ron is point. That's what I'm saying. Like, alongside of –
he just had to been that last year.
You don't think he's running point this year? He's absolutely running point this year. We're not going for another point guard.
But if we do, you don't have to have a point guard. Like he doesn't have to be a point guard. Because if you think about it, bro, honestly, if we have Bradley back, we could really start Schroeder.
I don't know.
We could start Schroeder. We have Caruso coming off the bench.
Our 6-man will be weak. Whether it's maybe we got to rely on Kuz again for being a 6-man.
But then that also comes into whatever. Well, yeah, Kuz would definitely be a 6-man. That's the whole point. If we don't get nothing for Kuz, which is the whole point, is to have somebody to score off the bench probably.
We'll see. Rob
I
has
see no point in LeBron being the point guard still, bro. Unless he just wants to get his career assists up.
No, I think in general, LeBron, and I'm definitely going to a deeper conversation about this one day, but I think in general, LeBron James is going to end his career strictly as like a point guard, and his final seasons will be him.
It makes sense.
Just it saves his body with him just having to deflect as much as he does. You know the LeBron games, but like him actually in that position rather than being that scoring option for sure. Because
my thing is, bro, you would think so, but I feel like being a traditional point guard is probably a lot more on the body than just being a point forward. Like I'm cool with him being a point forward, getting the ball, controlling it at half court, but when you have full court responsibilities, it could take a lot out on you. Endurance-wise.
Yeah, I mean, the endurance part isn't really ever a LeBron thing with me. Like, I have faith that he's always going to be in condition where he can play 48 minutes straight if he need be. But we'll see. I cannot wait. We're going to – hopefully by the time we record the next episode, the draft is tomorrow. People opt out Thursday, the final opt-outs, and the actual free agency starts on Friday.
The draft is when?
Tomorrow.
No way.
Yeah, bro. We might honestly be back again freaking talking about a crazy move that just happened. It's tomorrow night.
That's like fire. All right.
Tomorrow night's the draft. Thursday is when we find out if Bradley opts in, if JaVale opts in, which I would expect him to, and everybody else around the league. We saw some coming in now. And then we also get, Friday.
We got Duds back in.
Duds was a 1-year deal. Duds is going to come back. I got faith in that.
Shit.
Duds is your maker.
No, bro. This one person worried about.
Nobody getting Duds, bro. He said it himself that he's going to be FaceTiming Rob and like, yo, bro, what I got to do? He's going to get the Udonis Haslam treatment. I
hope so, bro, because I know there's some people looking at Duds because he gave some people to work. Some teams definitely got the Duds splash, So I mean, snatch him up. I don't know.
I wrote out, and I sent it to you while Robert Covington was still on the market. I wrote out my dream Lakers team for that moment. I won't say it again, but my big issue is not my big issue, but my main concern, I should say, is I want us to still have that chemistry, and that means we got to bring a decent amount of people back. So the people I had us bringing back, let me find the picture I sent you real quick. The people I had us bringing back, I see Kelly Oubre highlights, is obviously Bron, obviously AD. Caruso's already there. THT is already there unless we trade him. And then as far as who we're bringing back, I would like to see the KCP or Bradley back, just one of them. If not both, I just want one. So that makes 5 people. Yeah, that makes 5 people. And then I want to see Boogie back. That's 6. I want to see Howard back. That's 7. And I want to see Duds back. That's 8. I even wouldn't mind seeing Keith back. That's 9. If we lose a few of those, whatever. But I feel like keeping 7 people can at least keep that kind of chemistry in that locker room, kind of keep that Lakers, family-like bond. I don't want to lose that, especially in a condensed season, especially where I don't know how the travel schedule is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be kind of exclamated overwhelming, or I don't know if it's going to be underwhelming where they're going to have to just be in their crib all the time. So we're going to see. But I do want to see a lot of Laker players brought back. At the end of the day, they're the ones who won us this. We got this because of them. So, but, I just proved right there, man. Laker fans aren't toxic. Point proven. We want our squad back. You lagging. I don't know if you talking. You caught. I've been internet connection unstable. All right. Well, with that being said, bro, I think that's a good cue to get off of this, John. Bro, thank you for another great episode. I think this was this one was a goodie for sure. With that being said, guys, thank you as always for tuning in. And if I don't see you, which I probably will, maybe tomorrow, with the way NBA news been going. But if I don't, have a good evening, afternoon, and good night. How do I get this? Like,
Shit dripped up.
Yeah.
Shit dripped up, sir.
It's backwards, but yeah, I know the
Yes,
vibes.
sir.
Chips all over. Chips. We need another one. 18 on the way, right, Matt?
18 on the way.
Let's go.
Hope I'm ready when she do all the good, that way too young. Hope I ain't good enough for you. If I ever get caught up, hope it ain't shit left I could prove. Cause I'm only 21, ain't got shit left I could